Hello and welcome along and welcome back to SnowRunner. So we're picking up exactly where we left off from. We've got our concrete blocks loaded up that we picked up last time. And we're heading back down the road to first go and sort out the issue with the pylon. But second to then do the contract that we have on the screen at the moment, which is the mountain bridge. So we're going to get these two done. We've then got another mission to do, another contract to do, I think, before we can get onto the big one that we're working our way towards, which is the, we've got a load of fallen rocks as well. So hopefully we can maybe get that other contract done today. Let's get the all-wheel drive on our truck, because we're doing a little bit of off-roading here with this. And therefore we need to keep going. I think a little bit of winching would be a good idea. And release it, just to keep us moving. Because we've got a fair amount of weight on now, between the concrete blocks and the trailer we're pulling at the bottom. Once we get up the top of this hill here, hopefully we can get ourselves down the hill fairly easily. I want to avoid the mud as much as I can, because I don't want to go and get the car to pull us out, if I can avoid it. Just sort of using my winch occasionally to keep us moving, because otherwise we end up like that. Right. Can we... Can't quite do that. Can't quite... Okay, we can do this. We turn into the winch. That might be able to just... We just need to get a little bit of traction. No, that's not pulling us any further. Right. Yeah, that's just taking a little bit of pressure off the trailer. No, no! Ooh. That has just pulled the trailer out of the rut far enough for us to get moving again, which is hilarious. We did almost lose our cargo with that, though. Oh, yeah, we got a lot of weight on this. And this is the thing I feared as we were driving up here. Is would we have enough oomph to pull this? As I said, most of it, as I said last time, most of this is downhill. So from that point of view, we should be all right. But we've got to get up the hill first. And yeah, we'll see how we do with that. There, come on, up the hill. You can do it. We're almost up to the crest of the hill. Come on. Yeah, I can do it, truck. You can do it. There we go. Nearly there. And... Okay, now that I think is the hardest part over. We do have two water holes, as we saw last time, to get past. Now this first one we can almost completely bypass fairly easily. We'll just follow the same track as we did last time, which is just over the side here, like this. Yeah, and through here, and the ground is normally fairly firm through here, much firmer than that hole is there. Yeah, through there. Over the trees. It's one of those routes that you look at and you go, oh, why isn't that actually just a road? Rather than through the big watery hole that exists there instead. Lots of trees to pull us through as well if we wanted. And through there. And that's better than going through the watery hole over there as well. Although we're stuck on a tree at the moment, but we're through. Right. Let's keep moving. It seems that there's... Oh, yeah, that comes down from... So there's an observation tower up that way. That's what that road comes down from there. Which is why we have the warehouse garage signs there. Round and back onto the road. Like so. So that's good. So that avoids that major water hole. The next one is at the bottom of here. And this is now where I have to avoid going too fast. Because we've got a lot of weight on the back. We are, and we're going downhill for the most part for the rest of this. And brakes in this mud, as you probably guess, are not too effective. And this is a fairly windy road. Yeah. As you can see. And we want to keep the momentum going. Yeah, it's keeping the momentum going and at the same time ensuring that we don't do too much damage to ourselves. And at the same time, of course, making sure that we stay on some nice firm ground as well. Thankfully this time we've not had any rain before we started, so we're good. And it means the ground is fairly good for us. Right, so we're looking, I'm aiming to go through right through the middle of this mud. Because I think it might actually be slightly firmer through the middle of here. And if it isn't, what we have is hopefully got close enough. Oh no. Right, if we can take a little bit of weight off the trailer by winching it, then let go. We just need to get enough to get far enough forward to then do this. Like that. To winch ourselves forwards again. And then keep going. And this is the worst of it, to be honest. Again, we just need to get far enough into range to be able to pull the trailer forward if we need to. But we seem to be on firm enough ground to keep this pulling. It's actually going faster than we did on the way up to the factory. So that is good news. And we're clear. Brilliant. Very, very pleased. We're out the mud and we're heading back down. Now we should have a much, much clearer road and clearer run back to where we want to go. So we're going to do the power line first. And once we cleared that, we can go and clear the one at the top. That will also relieve some of the weight off the back of this. To the point where I'm tempted to dump the trailer, but well, we may have to go back to get something with the boulders, so we can always tow it back when we need to. But we're now onto the road. We can take off our all-wheel drive because we don't need that, and that will just that should actually give us a nicer run as we head across. Do a little bit of first person, so we are going the long way around. We are going to need, wow, I cannot believe how much fuel we've used. So we filled up before we went up to the factory, and we somehow have used most of a tank of fuel getting around this. So we want to be careful if we're able to we want to make it all the way round. And we can pick up fuel on our way up to the bridge. But we have got to go quite a long way round to do this. And to get this power line sorted. And turning the, in fact, turning the four-wheel drive off actually will save us a little bit of fuel, because that is more fuel intensive using that. And yeah, this does a lot better on the roadways anyway. Oh, look at that. Yeah, no fuel depots here. We will need to go round and up, and we do have one at the top, which is fine. I am just looking at this. So we're up with 4.1 litres a minute. We've got 47 litres left. I think we should be okay. Just to get this around. Yeah, again, fairly solid road here. Although, we've managed to get it into the ruts. And that, of course, puts us into the mud and gives us a little bit less traction. And uses a little bit more fuel. Plus, these concrete blocks are heavy. Alright, and there we go. Now, what I'm tempted to do is we have one of these sided trailers at our garage, so I can probably park this one and leave it off at the side once we've got this first bit done. That will reduce our fuel usage, will make it easier for us to get to our next destination. So take this up here. Down to here. Got 30. I'm keeping my eye on the on how much fuel we're using very carefully. Right. Handbrake on. Cargo management. Nope. We've got to reverse up. Right, there we go. Handbrake on. Cargo management. So we want to unload cargo. Please unload it from my truck. Oh, well, no, don't unload it from my truck. That's not what I wanted. Never mind. Okay. So we've got to take the trailer with us. I wanted to leave the trailer there. It wouldn't let me do it. So up to the mountain bridge with our trailer. It's annoying that I didn't see any way to choose my truck over the trailer then. Let me know in the comments if you did, and I'll go back and double check it. But yeah, I didn't see any way that I could do that without doing that. Interestingly, because we've got this sided trailer on here, they're not actually strapped down on this. I've just noticed. Right, the worst bit of this, and the bit where I was worried about this, is going up this slope here. I mean, it's not too bad. It is just that we will use more fuel doing it. But it's not muddy or anything, so we should be able to make this trip fairly easily, like so. Up around here, and yeah, before you know it, we'll have fuel because we've got a fuel station here. Up, around. Pull in. Right. There we go. Fuel station. Fuel. And close. Good. All fueled up. Let's get this up to the bridge and get that roadway opened. And then we can jump into the car and see what we need for the next one. Because there's no point in driving this truck any further. We might as well use our scout to scout out the next bit, and then we can just transfer back to this to go and get whatever it is we need to get the rock slide cleared. It could be that to clear the rock slide, we've got to head back up to the warehouse again, which will be a massive pain. But it may also be that we have to head into town to clear it. So, we'll see. Whatever it is, I think that is probably where we will go and load up ready for the next video on Saturday. Right, and there we are. Cargo management. Yeah, you see, I can't see anywhere on this that says... Oh. See, I don't know what L2 or... Yeah. Nope, just, you cannot select it. So unload. Oh, no. Why can't I unload that? That is what I've got, is concrete blocks. Why will it not let me unload them? So that is really weird. We've brought our concrete blocks up to here. And I cannot unload them. Oh, hang on. Because I'd had that bit where I'd nearly fallen over, my concrete blocks had come unpacked. And I needed to pack them again in order to do it. So there we go. 1850 for that. And we're all good. So let's switch vehicles. Change truck. Over to the car. Handbrake off. And we'll go and scout ahead. And get the next bit and find out what the next contract requires. But that is, yeah, nicely cleared across this bridge now. So what's up here? I think, well, we know we've got a rock slide to clear. We can't get past it. It is just up and around the corner a little bit. It's actually a lot further along here than I realised. Because, of course, we haven't driven around this bit. This bit has been more... we've sort of driven around this bit. Right, road. And our next bit. So we've got the pipe dream up again. But, yeah. So we need... Yeah, so what we need to deliver are bricks and metal planks. So we're going to need both of those. And show this task. Accept this task. Rocks, again, seriously, come on, do me a favour and I'll hand this with you. Okay, 1650, let's start tracking this. And this needs service spare parts. This might be an easier task for us to do, actually. So let's have a look. What does service spare parts require? That requires... think service spare parts from our warehouse. Perfect. So actually we want to be on here. We want to come back to here. We're going to grab our fleet star. Try and turn this around. And head back down to our garage. See if we can't get ourselves kitted out with some service spare parts, which we probably, I think we actually need a service trailer for, or to put a service bit on here, but we'll have a look. We'll see what we can grab. I think there is a service spare parts trailer down there, maybe. That might be what it was indicating. Oh, this trailer doesn't half move about now that it's got nothing in it. And that's the incredible thing. It's been a real pain to sort of drag all the way up to the factory. It's been a really loaded pain to then drag back. And now we need to go and get this service trailer to clear the other bit. And I'm not going to go all the way around that we have on this road just now. That is more, yeah, we're probably going to go and see if we can get the bricks from the top without having to do that. Oh, come on. All-wheel drive on. Yeah, muddy bit at the bottom. All-wheel drive needed. Doing a little bit of off-roading with this truck, and this truck is not a fan of that. As you can see. Yeah, so we can't, unfortunately we can't bring this truck back up here. This truck coming back up here just won't work. I think I might have dragged a trailer up here before. It's one of those things where you've got to be really careful about it. If you get it right, you do well. I mean, we know we can pick them up from the workshop, so that's all good. Yeah, our headlights are on. There we go. Workshop is in sight. If we clear this out today, we can get ourselves sorted for next time. There we go. Wait, bouncing around a bit. Oh, ow, that. We're going to have to put our truck in for some repairs because that whacked our suspension badly. That was not good. Those rocks did a number on us. Right, so we'll drop this trailer off here because we don't need it. Right, and back out. And then I think that is a service trailer over there. We will double check this. Oh, we had some metal blocks here. So let's see. What have we got? Where are we looking to pick up service spare parts? Oh, from the warehouse? Oh, no! That isn't good. I thought we had them here. We've got to head up to the warehouse for this. Looks like we're going to be ending this pretty much where we started this. As we're heading up there for this. And I don't think we're going to get up there and back in time. I'm coming to dislike this road. But I don't think there's a better way. Until we cleared this roadblock, I don't think there's a better way for us to do this. But yeah, we have to get these from the factory. So away we go. Up this way. We know we need bricks. We know we need bricks from this factory. Right, so that's what we're going to do. We know we're going to need, yeah, we're going to need both bricks and metal. So, what we're going to do is load onto here. I have a cunning plan to kill two birds with one stone. We're going to connect this back up. And head back up there because we know Pipe Dream needs bricks We know that this needs, the service mission needs this. So we have 2 trucks. So what we can do is we can use the other truck to go and get the metal. Although actually, no, I've got a better idea. We need, we've got bricks. We can put the bricks on the flatbed here. We can put the service stuff on the, in the container one. And then we can use the other truck to get the container one back to here. We've got metal already down here. Yeah. We're good. I have an idea. We have trailers for everything. And release. It's pulling us backwards. I want to pull us forwards. Which that will do. Oh, we might need it to pull us a little bit further. Nope, that's not quite enough. Okay. Just a little bit. Okay. Yes, there we go. And before that gets too stuck, release that. We are a little bit onto the side. We just need you. To pull a little bit further. I think it actually works better in where the mud is. Now, will that automatically connect to that? Yes, it will. Winch from there to that. And release, because that's now dragging me sideways. And hopefully, oh, come on. Out the mud. Out the mud. The 4-wheel drive does make all the difference on this truck. But this is the worst point for this. You get out of this bit of mud, you get past this deep bit, and you're doing okay. Don't tend to use the low gears much on this. It tends to... I think that would be better if we had off-road. Oh, if we were using off-road stuff. But at the moment, that's not what we're doing. We're pushing mud out of the way. You can see the mud building up at the front of the truck. I'm wondering if we're close enough for that next pylon. There's this big leap here at this point. And, yeah, we're going to make it. We're going to make it. There we go. That's what we needed. We go until we're almost beside it, then release it. Out of the mud we come. And away we go. Ta-da! Right. Continuing up the road, and again, this is the road that we found ourselves struggling up last time. I'm kind of wondering, is it a bit better to go in the middle? Which the answer to that would appear to be no. And then you're stuck in the ruts. And it's good that it's got these telegraph poles all the way along here, because there is literally nothing else to winch onto. I don't know which road is better, but we are moving. Like last time, we've had a whole load of rain again that's just causing us to bog down a little bit. Don't want to get stuck on the rocks. Do we have any? No. Again, bit where we're getting a bit more stuck. No winch point in front of us. We have to get creative. But I think we're out of the mud. Yep. So onto some harder stuff. And can now start pulling ourselves forward a bit. Up through here. So yeah, we're doing a lot of back and forth to this factory at the moment. But we are getting stuff done. We are getting stuff cleared and done through the map. Next video is going to start very similar to how the last one, how this one did. But we will at least be completing stuff. And we are going to, I think what we'll do next time actually is we know, yeah, no, I think we will still transport this stuff out. I was going to say, we still got to go and get stuff into town. But I noticed we've got a whole trailer full, flatbed trailer full of metal planks down at our garage. So we'll use those oh, we don't want to go through there. We go through there, we are going to get stuck again. And getting stuck in the dark on this game is infinitely worse than getting stuck in the light. Yeah, there we go. There's the path we took last time. So we'll go down this again. So beauty of this path is, apart from the fact that we've already trod it, that it is... oh yeah, you can see now it's had rain on it. So release that. Yeah, you drive too much down a single path in a session on here, and you get stuck like that on your path. Resets it every time that you reset the game. No. But yeah, you can see the issue we're having with this now. Through here we go. Out the top. Come on, little truck. You can do it. Yeah, I can't. It's pulling to the right place. That's good news. This is what I want to do. So you can activate the winch from in here. You just can't pick your points to activate it and connect to in order to do it. Wow. We are almost down to half a tank of fuel on this. I'm now convinced that the rain makes a big difference, because we've had more trouble this time getting up to the top here, but we are up the top here. There we go, and we know we can pull this trailer up here. There we are, and we are going to do exactly the same thing we did last episode actually. We're going to get up to the warehouse, we're going to load it up with the equipment we need, and we will pick up from We'll pick up next time with all the stuff ready for us to deliver. The difference we've got this time is we already have ruts everywhere we want to drive that was stronger land last time. And we are going a little bit longer. I think this is going to be about 40 minutes as opposed to the last video, which was about 35. We can try and keep these below 40 minutes if we can. Okay, can I connect that? Yes, I can. These telegraph poles on this route are massively useful. Massively useful, because they just keep us moving all the time. At least until we get some better tyres on this truck. Right, is that in range? That is not in range. That is. Just sometimes you just need to get pulled sideways to get pulled out of a rut. And sometimes it helps just to connect to the nearest bit to see if it can help you out. It's almost, sometimes it almost feels like being Tarzan, swinging from winch point to winch point. It's definitely a harder slog up here most of the time than it is back. There we go. This is not a game where fast progress is made that often. Quite often you are doing exactly this, just easing your way to whatever your next destination is, to get the bits you need to then get back on the more solid ground when you need to. But there we go, that has cleared, yeah, that's cleared the worst of it. We're now getting on to the better stuff. I'm going to switch the all-wheel drive off, because I don't think we need that. We're almost back on the tarmac. That should ease our fuel consumption a little bit, because we've got under half a tank left, and we know we've got to get back up to our area. There we go. Back to our old friend, the warehouse. We need to find some better tyres for this. Right, so we need some spare parts, which we'll put on the truck. So, service spare parts, we need 2 of these. So, no, we don't want these on here. We want these on the trailer. Because we need the bricks on the front. So, we'll load these onto the trailer. Right, and then we will put the bricks onto the front. There we go. And that is us loaded up, ready to get this stuff completed next time. Which is where I'm going to leave it. And, yeah. All that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And make sure you ring the bell too. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.